of the major rivers in Taiwan, the Dajiao River provides incomparable water resources for most areas in central Taiwan. Beautiful scenery can be seen along the river. High mountainous regions are fully green. Elegant natural views are abundant with ponds, lakes, and waterfalls. Mountain and forest are to be appreciated in spring and summer. In autumn and winter, one can linger around silver white clouds. Hehuan Mountain, Wuling Farm, Guguan Hot Spring, Tongshi Timberland are the famous spots in the Dajiao River Basin, which attract countless numbers of visitors. In recent years, the government and civilians have combined their manpower and material resources to gradually improve the ecological environment of the Dajiao River and further to rebreed the original fish resources in the area. The optimum purpose of these efforts are to promote the Dajiao River's water resources for utilization in multiple aspects. In addition to hydropower generation and domestic water supply, the Dajiao River can also provide recreational and ecological education environments. Located at the downstream reach of the Dajiao River, the Shih Dam is the furthermost downstream reservoir of the Dajiao River Basin Integral Development Plan. The development plan of the Shih Dam will make Shih a central attraction in Dajiao River Basin because of its convenient transportation and scenic views. The Shih Dam construction project commenced on October 31, 1974, and was completed 3 years later. The dam was designed and constructed by the Taiwan Provincial Water Resources Bureau at a total cost of 480 million NT dollars. Shih Dam is a concrete gravity dam with a length of 357 meters and a height of 25 meters. The reservoir's full elevation is 261.1 meters and water surface area is 64.5 hectares. The effective storage of the reservoir is 270 cubic million meters. Shih Dam is designed with 18 gated spillways and 2 sluiceways, with a total design discharge of 8,000 cubic meters per second. Shih Dam regulates the flow rates of upstream hydropower generation effluent by providing storage for power plants such as Daju, Jingshan, Guguan, Tianlian, Xintianlian, Ma'an, and others. Shih Dam is the key to effective water resources utilization in the Dajiao River Basin. Shih Dam plays an important role in the water supply of the greater Taichung area. It provides 2.16 million tons of water per day for various uses, including domestic, industrial, irrigational, and for vessels in Taichung Harbor. Shih Dam provides irrigation water for more than 8,000 hectares of farmland served by the Babao and Hulutun canals. It also constantly provides sufficient water for various demands in the greater Taichung area. Shih Dam is an important facility for water resources utilization in the Dajiao River Basin. On September 21, 1999 at 1:47 a.m., an earthquake measuring 7.3 on the Richter scale occurred at Jiji. It destroyed countless homes and caused damage to the water supply facilities of the greater Taichung area, including the Shih Dam. According to literature, there was no recorded regional fault passing through the vicinity of Shih Dam. However, the nearby Chenlunpu Fault changed its direction and now passes along the right bank of the dam site. After the 9/21 GG earthquake, the terrain in the vicinity of the Shih Dam swelled and displaced along the fault line. The swell reduced the riverbank towards the upstream areas. According to an investigation, the swell along the left bank was greater than that of the right bank. As the strata swelled, it caused uneven movement of the dam structure. The swell on the left bank was 9.8 meters and on the right bank 2.2 meters. The severe damage caused by the earthquake included control gates of the spillway and sluiceways, some of which could not be closed or opened, collapse of retaining walls, or even the slide into the river along the downstream reach of broken intake walls. The dam structure was seriously damaged, leaving the dam unable to supply water for the greater Taichung area. Water from Liyutan had to be used instead. As the Shih Dam was seriously damaged, its water regulation and storage capabilities were destroyed, and all storage water was lost. The Central Water Resources Bureau of the WRA, MOEA, immediately employed experts and scholars to assess the necessity of restoring the Shih Dam. The experts concluded that the construction of a new weir would cost a few billion NT dollars and would need more than 5 years to complete. This would not meet the urgent needs of the greater Taichung area's water demands. Since the water resources of the Shih Dam could not be replaced by other Danja River facilities, the restoration of the dam was undertaken immediately in order to recover its water supply functions. The most urgent issue was to restore partial functions of the Shih Dam in order to meet the water shortage crisis of the greater Taichung area, as well as the short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals that were established by the Central Water Resources Bureau. The short-term goal was to complete the emergency water transmission facility of the Baobao Canal by September 27, 1999, in order to ease the water shortage crisis of the greater Taichung area and recover the intake function of the Shih Dam before December 17, 1999. The midterm goal was to complete the restoration of Shih Dam by May 31, 2000, prior to the flood season, and to reinforce the dam structure and facilities to ensure its capability for flood release and scour protection during the flood season. The long-term goal was to evaluate the possibility of constructing a new dam at a different site, considering the safety of the existing dam, water resource utilization and allocation, as well as the willingness of local residents. Once the goals were set, the Central Water Resources Bureau started immediately to stabilize water transmission and water barricading facilities, and to restore partial water storage function. In order to supply water for the greater Taichung area in the shortest time possible, a temporary dike was first built at Baobao Canal intake as an emergency measure for water supply. Begun on September 27, 1999, 600,000 tons of irrigational water was taken from the Shih River and the Baobao Canal daily to supply water for the water company. The restoration work on the damaged South Mainline water transmission tunnel and conduit followed immediately. Sandbags were piled up at the upstream and weir structure first as a temporary embankment to keep water from entering the tunnel, in order that urgent repair work for the tunnel and conduit could be carried out, as well as preparation for the restoration work for surrounding facilities. Following the construction of the temporary embankment, water was pumped out of the tunnel and conduit, and the silt was removed at the same time. The distorted and damaged tunnel and conduit were then repaired by using compressed steel pipe and welding work. The repair work needed to be performed underwater, since it could only be done by connecting the damaged conduit with steel pipe using chains to pull them together, and then being reinforced by welding. Restoration work is much more difficult than normal construction. Even the connectors of the conduit had to be made of special material. All the work had to be carried out in the underground conduit day and night. Upon installation of the pipeline, it was protected by high-pressure grouting to prevent the pipeline from being damaged again. The restoration of the tunnel and conduit was completed on December 11, 1999. On December 16, the Shih Dam intake was formally used to provide water through the restored tunnel to the water company without taking any water from the Bao Canal. Meanwhile, the temporary water retaining facility was completed on December 16, 1999, and the cleaning of the inundated area proceeded. A total of 500,000 cubic meters of sand and stone were removed from the inundated area. The restoration of the damaged weir structure was then begun, including the sluiceway and emergency intake control gates. The spillway was restored by consolidation grouting. The damaged portions of the dam crest were also completely restored by February 8, 2000. Several storms in February, April, and June 2000 led to floods which damaged the temporary embankment. The second stage emergency restoration work was very time-consuming, and the work during the flood season was made more difficult with all the hazards. However, all the staff worked together in unity, doing their utmost to cope with all the difficulties and completing all the restoration work on schedule, including restoration of the right bank, the downstream left bank retaining wall, the first energy dissipation pool, the second energy dissipation pool downstream of the secondary dam, and the spillway control gates. Since the dam was seriously damaged, restoration work was as difficult as reconstruction of the dam. The restoration work took more than 1 year to complete and cost more than 500 million NT dollars. The dam was successfully stabilized to recover its storage and water supply functions. Currently, 700,000 tons of water is supplied daily by the dam, out of a total demand of 1.2 million tons for the greater Taichung area. For conservation of the ecological environment of the Dajiao River, issues requested by conservation groups, academics, and the general public have been widely accepted during the period of the dam's restoration. A fish ladder was installed on the right bank. The fish ladder is divided into 3 sections. The inlet section creates an excellent flow condition to attract fish. The channel section is suitable for fishes to swim rapidly upstream to an outlet based on their swimming ability. And the outlet section, when cooperating with flow and water level conditions, provides optimum condition for fish to swim upward in a proper and safe manner. This has created the environment for eel family fish with a river section extending for 40 kilometers. It has definite benefits for the promotion of fish ecological environment and a variety of ecological conservation work in the Dajiao River Basin. To meet the growing water demand of the greater Taichung area caused by a growing population, as well as the irrigational and industrial water demands, a weir has been planned by the Water Conservancy Agency to be located approximately 1 kilometer upstream of the Bao Canal intake with a storage volume of 2,700,000 cubic meters. The plan was proposed in 2002 and will be implemented from 2003 to 2005 in stages. At present, the Shih Dam has almost been restored to its original landscape and function. The completion of the planned weir will make water resource allocation for the greater Taichung area more flexible and more stable. Water is the source of life, and it is the mutual understanding of all mankind. Although Taiwan is surrounded by ocean, the specific nature of its terrain and rivers make water resource utilization very important. It is surely for all of us to cherish water resources that are closely related to our life and to make all effort for sustainable use of water resources.